Wonderful. So I want to offer a deep bow, expression of appreciation to the fact that everybody's here in the present moment, and I want to welcome everyone in who's joining live here on Discord. There's also a stream going on a TikTok, so some people are watching that way. We are live on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. So that's one of the ways that you can watch, and hopefully you can find it easily. And then also there's a sharing of the audio on Reddit right now. So what we're going to be doing today is it's kind of quite open and informal. This is something that I've gotten a lot of joy from this kind of form of practice and sharing um, through TikTok. Because on TikTok, there's this ability to just kind of go live, and then there you are. And I thought about it today. It's almost like opening up my room or opening up my space, opening up the tea table for people to come and join and be here together in the present moment without really any kind of formal situation going on. And I really enjoy that. And so, in some sense, this is kind of like uh, formally informal. So the people who are joining on Discord, you're welcome to share your camera, and you'll be able to speak up and ask a question if you have one with your voice, or you can write it down. People who are watching on YouTube, you can say hello. You can ask a question in the live chat. The people who are here listening through Reddit, I definitely do encourage you to join on YouTube. So I'll share the link in a comment so that you can kind of watch and enjoy the live stream visually as well. So I just put that in a comment down below. But also you'll have here on the Reddit, you can raise your hand and then be brought up to the stage, and you can ask a question with your voice. So if you have a particular question or something you want to share, then you'll be able to do that. Yeah. And then, of course, the people who are watching on TikTok, you should definitely, head over to the YouTube and watch that way. That's a better way to be here and enjoy this kind of experience, I would say. So, where to begin? Maybe we'll begin with a couple of sounds of the bell. So, this Buddhist practice and this Buddhist tradition is like a way of transforming suffering. It's a way of healing. It's a way of finding our true self in the here and now. And that means that we have to let go of a lot of our baggage, right? We identify with what's happening in the present moment. I like this, I don't like this, this is actually me, this is actually not me. We identify with things that have happened previously, right? Difficult experiences, pleasurable experiences. And we also tend to identify with the future, right? Who we are going to become and who we want to be, who we don't want to be, what we're afraid of, all these kinds of things. So as we hear the sound of the bell, and this bells like this are used in almost all Buddhist traditions, but especially in the Mahayana, as we hear the sound of the bell, it's just like the Buddha's voice. It's just like a coming home to the present moment or the voice of the universe. And so if we listen to it in the right way, we can actually put down our baggage, we can put down our complicated thinking, and we can fully enjoy to just be here in the present moment, even if it's only for a few moments. It doesn't need to be something that we get worked up about, but it's this opportunity, the sound of the bell, to just be here now and just listen. Open our heart fully to exactly what we're experiencing right now, without any judgment, without any control necessary, and we can just listen fully. So let's listen to a few sounds of the bell together and enjoy this. And I definitely encourage you to make sure that you're comfortable, that your body is in a lovely, comfortable position. And I'll ring this bell. We'll see where it goes from there. So during this period of time, I would say that um, it's quite vital that you are comfortable with this um, not knowing. We get acquainted with not necessarily knowing what's going to happen or knowing why we are here. Um, it's a time with through our focus on the breathing. The breathing is this kind of like intergalactic spaceship of the heart. We can embrace this present moment experience without needing to grasp, without needing to know, without needing to fixate on anything in particular. Our eyes can be open, our eyes can be closed. The body can feel cool, the body can feel warm. There's this real opportunity to breathe and be aware and know that just breathing and being aware is something that connects us with our true nature, connects us with being home in the here and the now, being safe, right? Each breath as this breath of safety, each breath as this breath of freedom. I've found in my own life that, I'm seeking for something. I want to have a special experience. I want to taste something sweet. I want to avoid something sour. I want to open my eyes to see something in particular. I want to close them to not see something in particular. And it's very stressful and exhausting to run around like that all the time. And sometimes life just demands that. The conditions at certain times are in a particular way where there's not so much, I don't have so much ability to decide to just let go. But at this present moment, moments like these, conditions like these, there's a lot of opportunity for just letting the body settle, letting this mind of knowing and grasping and understanding and fixating and controlling to just fall apart, to just dissolve. And we don't need some kind of industrial solvent to do that. We don't need a psychedelic. We don't need to move to a different country. We don't need to find the perfect relationship. We don't need to change ourselves in any particular way, at least right now. There's this freedom and healing and joy and happiness that we can find in each and every sensation that we are experiencing right now. And I find for myself that what makes that most accessible and most alive is my breathing, right? That I am following my breath in the present moment, and I'm anchored into this way of enjoying whatever happens to be happening. And I have a very limited control over what's happening, and I recognize that. But I don't feel afraid. I don't feel confused by that. I don't feel that I need to do anything in particular because of the fact that I have a very limited ability to control what's happening. Actually, there's a certain amount of joy in that I don't need to control it. I don't need to worry about controlling it. I can simply breathe and enjoy this moment, this community, these people who are here. You know, as I said in the beginning, kind of open my room to have for the tea table. So we all have tea together. We kind of sit together and enjoy. Well, I'm not going to be able to fit all these people in this room. Certainly I don't have the tea pot that can make that amount of tea. And yet we're here, right? The minds are here in the present moment. We are showing up. And each of us has our own kind of tea table in front of us. And we are welcoming, specifically me, at least I'm on camera, I'm featured. But we have some other people that we can see. And it's actually the presence itself. It's the experiencing itself that is gathered here together. It's not someone. It's not some place. It's not some time. But it's a gathering of the experiencing itself here in the present moment. And there's a lot to be joyful. There's a lot to appreciate about that. So I would like to welcome everyone who's here live. I can see Kat and Wazzy and Austin who are sharing their camera. That's a really very generous kind of gift that you offer to share your form with us here. And I see a lot of different people on the Discord as well. Some who I know, some who I know less. I see Karuna and Craig. A few different people who are here, and that's wonderful. And then a lot of people said hello on the YouTube, which is really a joy because that's one of the most accessible ways that we can share these kind of live events. Not everybody has the technical acuity to use Discord, so it's lovely when people say hello on YouTube and see that you're all here as well. And we have people watching on TikTok, coming and going, and a few people listening on Reddit as well. I find in these kinds of situations, and especially like as I've been using TikTok as a form for sharing and being in community, there's something about it that kind of inspires me to freeze. I'm sure some of it has to do with being in the spotlight as well. And we can be in the spotlight here to varying degrees. You can come and turn your camera on in Discord, but there's this kind of curiousness and interestingness about freezing, stopping stopping the movement of the body, stopping the movement of the mind. More like stopping the movement of the mind is more like being aware of the mind, but prioritizing breathing and the awareness of the breathing, so that what the mind's doing is not really so important. It's more just that awareness of the breathing, the mind's happening as well. So maybe we can feel invited to stop together, to freeze together, to just breathe together. Somehow I find this very nourishing, very interesting, very curious. And it's, it's almost like a privilege, I would say. I'm like in a privileged position to have the spotlight on me. But actually, we all have the spotlight on us. From my experience, when we're in a meditation hall, like when we're in the temple or when we're in that space where other people are also showing up, like to be aware. And there's just something so interesting about feeling all that spotlight, all of that awareness, all of that presence, because we know other people are aware. We know other people are kind of skillful and, with it, because you have to be with it. You have to be awake. You have to be this kind of multifaceted jewel of awareness to be a human being and function, because that's what we are. With all of our faults, with all of our negativities, there's so much going on. There's so much aliveness. So when when I feel the presence of other people, I feel all that energy kind of coming in. And so it kind of energizes me, can make me feel worried or paranoid or self-conflicted. But so this ability to stop in the midst of all that, stop and just breathe and give our full attention to our heart and our body. So I invite everyone right now you can put your hand on your heart and just focusing on breathing and giving the full attention and the full presence that you have right now to your heart that's beating. Maybe it would be nice if we can tell ourselves, we can use our inner voice to say, I love you to your heart. I see you. I love you. I am here for you. I am willing to listen. can repeat after me if you like, and saying this to your heart. I see you. I love you. I am willing to listen. I am willing to give my full attention to you, care for you. I am not afraid of you. Love you. I will not abandon you. At this time, I feel it might be nice to massage face. That's what I feel would be nice. Ooh, I think about how those situations and adversities and kind of psychological, social happenings, um, you know, uh, these things happen, and then my face takes on a reaction to that, my mask or my persona, but especially my my physical face, and how joyful it is and nourishing it is to massage the face and massage all of those tensions and that reactivity and that that social face, to just massage that and release that tension. And stretching as well, they take this as a time to feel very invited and welcome to stretch out your body in whatever way. Um, yoga is popular for a reason because it is really very helpful to stretch out the body. So feel free to make use of this time to do that. Um, for those people who are listening along on Reddit, please feel invited to join us on the YouTube live stream so that you can see us and participate in that way visually as well. You go to the comments, you'll see the link. And okay, so someone is bringing up a question. And please, everyone, feel free to bring up a question or to share something from the heart. Please be mindful of this space as a kind of a sensitive and vulnerable and intimate space. So share along with that understanding. Okay. But Gruff T said, "What does it mean if that made me cry?" I guess it means that you needed to cry, right? That's hopefully what's nourishing for you right now. And when for me, I feel when I go into an environment that is intimate and alive with human contact, and I feel a part of a community, and I feel a practice of looking inwardly and connected to my body and connected to my heart, that's when those emotions that I really need to touch and really need to experience come up. And I always recommend when this is how I deal with it for myself. When crying or things like that come up, allow it to happen, but also don't go out of your way to feed it. Sometimes we naturally do have this full breakdown crying, and that's exactly maybe what we need at that moment. But a lot of times there's a tendency to like see that there's a little bit of fire in our crying, a little bit of energy in our crying, and then we just feed it, and we upset ourselves. We work ourselves up. So I just try to be not suppressed in any way, but just be intimate and present with those emotions, with that crying, and kind of attend to it, be with it wholeheartedly, and always using the breath as an anchor. Okay, Austin has asked a question in the Discord, and so we'll take a few more questions. So please be patient. The space will be open. But Austin has asked a question about um, quotes that resonate with me. Are there any quotes that resonate with me that I can share? And this will be a quote, a song that I will quote. I'd like to share with everyone. So it's called Simple Things. And it says, "I get my joy from the simple things coming from the earth. I get my joy from the sun that shines and the water speaks to me. Listen to the wind and listen to the water, hear what they say." So I find that as a kind of a practice where I can get my nourishment and my joy, and I can feed my happiness and my peace from the simplest present moment experiences that are completely natural, right? It's like this fire. That there's a certain way that I can look at this fire in my hand and see the heart of a star. It can nourish me. I can find safety in this flame. I can find peace in this flame. I can find joy in this flame. So in the modern world where it's very easy to have a lot of complicated and um, you know calculated and intense and these multi-layered experiences that we rely on to get our joy. Like, well, no, I can't just get joy from driving a car and having an ability to get to where I need to go. I need a BMW, right? But even more so than that, just finding joy in breathing, finding joy, peace, freedom in hearing. It's liberating to see it that way because now you're not at the behest of money, relationships, social obligations. These things might come up and you can do your best to take care of them. You should. It's a joy to take care of things as well. Be practical, but also that just in hearing, there's so much nourishment that's there. Okay, Francie says, "Hello, Bante. Do you have an opinion about medications used for depression and anxiety and other mental illnesses?" Sure, I have an opinion about it. Um, people should do their best to get help and to take care of themselves and relieve their sufferings. That's what people should do. And you should make use of as many tools and as many people as are available to you to heal and transform your suffering. I like what Thich Nhat Hanh said about this at a certain point. Thich Nhat Hanh said that um, you may find, you know, you have anxiety, you have depression. We all have these sufferings one way or another, right? You may find that if you start to get involved with meditation, if you start to get involved with being a part of Sangha, being with wholesome, grounded, compassionate, loving people, or at least people who have those intentions, that you start to meditate, do good deeds, these kinds of practices, you may not need that medicine anymore, or you may need just less of that medicine. But the major point here is that if you're sick, a major priority in your life should be getting medicine, getting support, support from community, support from your own way of practice, your own way of doing good deeds, and coming back to the present moment. I have found very powerful, and also this willingness to let go and be flexible, right? Because we have to be willing to let go to get help and support. There's the Zen story about this professor who goes to see a Zen master, and the Zen master just pours the cup that the professor is holding until it overflows. And the Zen master communicates to the professor, well, look, when your cup is full, you can't take any more. So if we know that we have a mind that is full of a lot of suffering and depression and anxiety, and if we know that we're not particularly skillful to deal with it, if we can recognize that inside of ourselves, that's the path we need to walk on. Getting support, letting go of our preconceived notions of what it means to take care of ourselves, and finding ones that are more viable and more relevant to our present moment experience. Okay, Painted Bird, do you have a question? Painted Bird by Design? Okay.
Have Buddhism has resonated
One
with
sec for a
me
moment.
for
Um,
yes.
so, my dear friends on Discord, you won't be able to hear this, the person who's asking the question, but the people on YouTube can. but I'll repeat the question when I answer it. So you can just practice mindfulness and breathing for a moment. Okay, go ahead. Painted.
Bird.
Yeah.
I find myself fixated, concerned with the very masculine origin and nature of this particular spirituality. Um, and it hasn't okay, it has bothered me from day one. It's the it Buddhism has resonated with me. I'm talking about I did join the Discord. I'm awaiting
Okay, you
verification,
should be able
I
to get in
suppose.
now. You should be able to hop in now.
Oh, should I? Sorry. Okay, just one moment.
Yeah, hop on over there. And anyone who's listening on Reddit, please join through the YouTube if you want to continue following along.
Oh, hello?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Oh, I can even do this. Hi. Um,
But what's your question that you want to ask?
I feel so conflicted because in so many ways Buddhism has appealed to me for, a good 20 years of my life. I'm almost 40. But especially as I've gotten older and I have two kids and I'm a single mom, I really struggle with the whole like, hey, this entire thing originated in a man abandoning his family and finding value in abandoning his family. And even in the very beginning, when you were saying the words "come home" to not to here to now to this feeling, all of us, let's come home together. And all I could think was, when was Buddha gonna come home to his baby, to his son that needed him and missed him and wanted him and loved him? And I'm struggling with the very masculine origins of about any and all of the spiritualities that are practiced around the world. And it's hard to find myself in that. What origin story involves a woman abandoning her children?
So your question is just kind of what do I think about that?
How do I cope? How do I deal with that? How do I cope with that? How does anybody cope with
So
that? How do modern
I
Buddhists look
yeah.
at
So I
this
don't
man leaving his
know
kid?
I don't know if the Buddha was trans. I don't know if the Buddha was non-binary. I don't know if the story of the Buddha was true or not. I have no idea. I was not alive almost 3,000 years ago. I wasn't alive 100 years. I wasn't alive 50 years ago. I've been alive for a very, very short time. So, how I practice Buddhism and how I live my life as a Buddhist monk is not to fixate on um, any particular reality of a story. And rather, I want to do my best to make use of what is available to me now. In terms of what? In terms of ending suffering, in terms of having community spaces that are safe and contemplative and supportive to me and the people who show up to be in them. Um, to work with my suffering so that I can have more happiness, more peace, more stability, more patience, more joy, so that I'm a better role model for children, so that I'm a better human being when I look in the mirror, when I'm in the bathtub, that I can be even more fully to love myself and trust myself. So the Buddha being non-binary or a man, or the story of the Buddha being conventionally true is not important to me. I don't fixate on that. It's not important to me. Um, Thich Nhat Hanh, Ajahn Brahm, Sharon Salzberg, Sister Ding Nyam. There are many, the Dalai Lama, sure, Shifu Shengyen. There are many very high level monks and nuns and Buddhist teachers that I would say are to the highest caliber of um, offering support in how to deal with suffering and how to transform suffering to happiness and freedom and joy. So I am a monk not because I want to hand out a Buddhist Bible, but because I want to transform suffering to freedom. And for me, I can't find anything more accessible and clear and grounded and simple and digestible for me than Buddhism as a philosophy, as a practice specifically, and as a community in the world. So that's why I practice Buddhism, and yeah, I mean that's how I'm working with it. I like to imagine the Buddha as being non-binary, and
Question was never about the Buddha's
yeah,
gender or sex. It was about abandoning his children. That's what it comes down
I don't
to.
know if the
That's the
Buddha
part.
I don't know if the Buddha abandoned his children or not, but from the Buddhist perspective, it's more about a contemplative, all-inclusive way of. So, in the story of the Buddha, for example, or even further, let's not fixate too much on that. Maybe it didn't. I don't know, but the there's a Zen story about this enlightened. Be enlightened means suffering. Doesn't matter if you're mountain death. Doesn't matter if you're down in hell burning to death or free. There's a story about this enlightened Zen master who, when anyone asked him or them a question, they would hold up one finger. That was the answer. So a young monk, kind of a novice monk, saw this, found out about this, basically started mimicking, right? When people ask that monk question, kind of check their understanding, that novice monk. So eventually this got around, and the novice monk was face to face with Zen master. And the monk, that Zen master, and Zen master asked the novice monk a question, right? And novice monk, that baby monk, held up, younger monk, less experienced, held up one finger as an answer, mimicking. And that Zen master cut off that finger, cut off finger from that person's hand, and they became enlightened. So if anyone cuts off my finger, your finger, say for mine, I can't. If anybody cuts off my finger, then and I get enlightened, that's a good deal for me. You can take my hand. I will accept it. Good deal. So what this speaks to in terms of the story of the Buddha, that we have to learn how to take care of our, and the more equipped we are to take care of our, more that we are actually support and take care of others. So Buddhism does not endorse children, but in the story of the Buddha, if your father was to take some time away and then become enlightened, come back as the Buddha did, the enlightened, that's a heck of a. Tell you what, I would love to have in it my father to be. What a joy, real maturation. Thank you, Bird, for your question. I have a few questions come through, but it's really something that we should emphasize and aware of in the modern world and just modern practical. Uh-oh, my voice is cutting out. Everyone hear me okay? Hello? All right, I think that we had some audio issues for a moment, but they're fixed now. I do apologize. So anytime that we get fixated on one particular view, we should remember that that is not correct. That's not ultimately true, but rather it's a certain kind of created truth. We shouldn't hyperfixate on anything. Be practical, do what you need to do, have self direction, right? Take care of yourself to the best of your ability, but recognize when you're hyperfixating on yourself or hyperfixating on something and relax that. And then, continue going about the work that you need to do to live a life that is free and happy and peace. Okay. So now's about the time when we are going to sing some songs, and I think that's going to be a real treat for my dear choir, my sing along group here in the Discord. I'm going to post. I'm going to post some lyrics here in the. I'm going to post some lyrics in the Discord, and then people can make use of them. Okay. Let's see. Hey, how's everyone doing in the Discord and on YouTube? Where's everybody's mind at this present moment? Hey, Cat's giving a thumbs up. It's a good sign. All right. Download plain text. Okay. I'm just editing this. Oh my, this sound book. I've been meaning to do this for a while, but oh my goodness. Don't ever try to learn to do anything technically on the fly. It's quite difficult. All right, how's everyone doing on YouTube? Well, great. I don't know, but in a good way. Wandering around. Thank you for the refuge. Okay, so we'll just still having trouble sharing this whole song book. So I'm gonna put just a couple songs here. Okay, this is a fun song. I don't think we've sung before. I'm going to put this in the voice text channel on Discord. Um, that formatting is not going to be very helpful, but I'm going to put that as well in the um, YouTube live chat. I'm going to put it here as well. All right, so this song is called There is a Jewel in a Lotus Flower. Okay, so a lotus flower is like the Buddhist flower. Um, it's a flower that is very fragrant, it's very bright, it's very colorful, and it only blooms out of really stinky mud, like really dark, mushy, kind of stinky mud. And Thich Nhat Hanh has the teaching of no mud, no lotus flower, no suffering, no difficulty, no mess, then we don't have this lotus flower of joy, peace, freedom, enlightenment, what have you. The suffering and the happiness go together. Inside of our suffering is all of the elements that we need for our happiness to grow and to bloom. Okay? Um, so a jewel in a lotus flower. So I'll sing it the first time, and then the second time, everyone please feel invited to sing along with me. All right? Do your best to sing along. Do your best to listen wholeheartedly, and you can get the lyrics in front of you, and that should help. All right, deep breath in. Technical things. Okay. And I think we can snap our fingers with this one. Anyway, that's something nice to do. We can snap our fingers so you can feel to join along. Okay. There is a jewel in a lotus flower unfolding deep within my heart. To be a jewel in a lotus flower unfolding is the highest art. I don't think we snap for that one. I'm not super skillful in all these. But you heard it, right? You heard the rhythm, so you're going to be able to sing along with me. Take a deep breath in. There is a jewel in a lotus flower unfolding deep within my heart. To be a jewel in a lotus flower unfolding is the highest art. Om mani hum mani padme hum. 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 All right, do your best to sing along. Let's go again. Ready? Everybody ready? I'm watching you, Kat. I want to hear. Okay, perfect. There is a jewel in a lotus flower
Lotus
unfolding deep within
flowing deep
my heart.
within
To be a jewel in a lotus flower
my
unfolding is the highest art. Om mani hum mani padme hum. 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 So we kind of turn over the soil, and we bring up this joy and this happiness, and we plant the seeds as we're doing it. Okay, so that's jewel in a lotus flower. Anyone have any requests? Who's in the know? Okay, this is a really nice one. This one is called the Four Elements Song. Okay, well, we do have a request. The Simple Life. Um, getting our joy from the simple things. And we'll do breathing and breathing in, breathing out next. But if you make a request, you have to sing along, okay? That's the rule. The unenforceable rule. Okay, I'm just going to post the lyrics for these two songs, then we'll sing them. So the first one is, so we'll do three more songs because I also wanted to do simple things. Okay. So this is Simple Things. Uh-oh. That's Simple Things. And Kat, maybe you can mute your mic, or so. I think there's some noises coming through there. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. And then the other one we're going to do is so that's Simple Things, okay? And oh, I wanted to sing the Four Elements song. That's the one I wanted to sing. So I'm going to put that one there. That's a really enjoyable one. Okay, this can be in two parts. Okay, and what was the, oh, and Morgan wants to do, I believe that's Morgan, breathing in, breathing out. Okay, don't go anywhere just yet, anybody. We're about to have the best part. All right. Well, this is not the ideal way to do it, but it's okay. So let's sing first. Breathing in, breathing out. I'm going to put the lyrics in voice text, okay? And you can follow along with the hand motions for this one. So if you can't sing, you can just follow along with the hand motions. Okay, take a deep breath in. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe, smile on the face. Breathing in, breathing out. I am blooming as a flower. I am fresh as the dew. I am solid as a mountain. I am firm as the earth. I am free. Breathing in, reflecting. What is real? What is true? And I feel there is space deep inside of me. I am free, I am free, I am free. AD, I want to see those hand motions this next round, okay? And trust me, y'all, this stuff works. This is the strong stuff. This is the good stuff, okay? I also, I come from a background where we don't do this kind of practice. But so when I first started staying at this monastery, this Thich Nhat Hanh monastery, where we sing like this, before our work meetings and at certain periods of time, then I really get the value and get the appreciation of it. So please be willing to try and open up to this practice, because I can say it's something that's really served me, and it's strong, it's deep, because it's really twofold. It's a lot of fold. It's very multifaceted. But one of the things is that we shake off that seriousness, right? We take ourselves and our life so seriously, and so when we sing like this, we shake the rust off, and that's really wonderful to do. That's really worthwhile to do. And then the other side of it, or another side of it, is that we're singing our heart to plant seeds of happiness and joy and freedom. There's deep teachings inside of these songs. And yeah, we feel embarrassed, but we kind of step into that and we practice with it wholeheartedly. And we really enjoy it. Okay? So let's sing that song one more time, all right? Breathing in, breathing out. Let's sing this song together. Okay? Deep breath in. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am blooming as a flower. I am fresh as the dew. I am solid as a mountain. I am firm as the earth. I am free. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am water reflecting what is real, what is true. And I feel there is space deep inside of me. I am free, I am free, I am free. I am free. There is space deep inside of me. So that was breathing in, breathing out, requested by Morgan. And the other song I wanted to sing was Awaken Spirit of the Earth. And this is one of my favorite songs. Let me pull it up here. Hi there, Cassiana. Welcome. We're just about to sing one of my favorite songs. Awaken Spirit of the Earth. What? The Four Elements song. Okay. So I'm going to post the lyrics to that in the chat area. I also posted that on YouTube, so if you scroll up, you should see the Awakened Spirit of the Earth lyrics. All right. So let's sing this song. And first time, you just listen along and read the lyrics. So listen to the way it's sung and read the lyrics. And then the next time, you can try to sing along with me if you're able, okay, if it's comfortable. Okay, deep breath in. Awaken, spirit of the earth, I feel you grow in me. Awaken, spirit of the earth, I feel you grow in me. I am home. I am home. I am home. I am home. Awaken, spirit of the wind, I feel you blow in me. Awaken, spirit of the wind, I feel you blow in me. I am home. I am home. I am home. I am home. Awaken, spirit of the rain, I feel you flow in me. Awaken, spirit of the rain, I feel you flow in me. I am home. I am home. I am home. I am home. Awaken, spirit of the sun, I feel you shine in me. Awaken, spirit of the sun, I feel you shine in me. I am home. I am home. I am home. I am home. We are home. We are home. Okay, did everybody follow along with that? So this is not meant to be a performance. I am not a performative singer. I'm not skillful enough to warrant that. It's a practice. And so we sing together, and actually the harmony of it is what brings the most joy. Really what's really lovely to appreciate about it. So with the technical considerations here, I think it's not so possible for us to harmonize together, but you can harmonize with me. Okay, and in that way we practice this. We can share this practice that way. Does that make sense? All right. So please make sure you have the lyrics in front of you so that you can try to harmonize, and then we can really make use of this this practice. Okay. Just want to make sure everyone on YouTube has the lyrics. Okay. So for the people watching on TikTok, those you poor things, please go to the YouTube channel and watch there. And the lyrics are being posted on the YouTube and also in the Discord community, on our Discord community. But if you're watching here on TikTok, just go to the YouTube channel, search for this name on YouTube, my TikTok name on YouTube, and you'll see us. We're live. Okay, everybody ready? So we can take a deep breath in. Let's sing together. Awaken, spirit of the earth, I feel you grow in me. Awaken, spirit of the earth, I feel you grow in me. I am home, I am home, I am home, I am home. Awaken, spirit of the wind, I feel you blow in me. Awaken, spirit of the wind, I feel you blow in me. I am home, I am home, I am home, I am home. Awaken, spirit of the rain, I feel you flow in me. Awaken, spirit of the rain, I feel you flow in me. I am home, I am home, I am home, I am home. Awaken, spirit of the sun, I feel you shine in me. Awaken, spirit of the sun, I feel you shine in me. I am home, I am home, I am home, I am home. We are home, we are home, we are home, we are home. Okay, so let's take a moment to listen to sound of the bell and come back to our breathing and sit with simplicity and stability and enjoy our sitting and breathing together. Okay, we can all bring our hands together and we can offer a bow to each other, to our practice, and to our continued aspiration to keep practicing, to keep showing up, to keep doing the work, to take care of ourselves and our environment, okay? So take it slow, take it easy, be soft, be gentle, and enjoy your moment, okay? Thank you all for showing up and being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your happiness, your peace, your gentleness. Subscribe to your gentleness. Goodbye. Okay, so everyone